Welcome to Attraction Mantra Secrets. In this module, I'm going to share with you the universal truth of attraction that will unlock the doorway to abundance. So, what is Attraction Mantra Secrets? It is the ability to use one's thoughts and intentions to attract things one wants. The theory behind the Attraction Mantra Secrets is that we create our own realities. We are the magnet that attracts our reality. Now, take a moment and reflect on your life. What state are you in the moment you wake up? Are you excited to start your day or frustrated? What kind of language do you use on a daily basis? Is it an empowering one or a disempowering one? Is it positive or negative? What are the thoughts that are coming into your head frequently? Are they good or bad? Now, how do these little things contribute to the state you are in for the rest of the day? How does this contribute to your health, wealth, and relationship in the long run? Have you noticed that you've been subconsciously creating your own reality? Well, you bet. The power of the Attraction Mantra Secrets lies in the fact that whatever you think about and believe will ultimately become the reality you experience. This explains the significance of focusing on the positive things that you want to attract. If you choose to focus on the negative doom and gloom, you will remain under that cloud. Therefore, starve the negative thoughts by removing them from your attention. I have a quick question for you. Did you know that by transforming your mindset to focus on what you want rather than what you don't have, you will come to view the world in a different way? Each thought you have will bring you closer to your goal rather than bringing you down and focusing you on what you might never have. Once you understand the power of your thoughts and direct this powerful tool in the direction of things that you desire, only then will you materialize your dreams into reality and enjoy a life of infinite fulfillment. Although the theory behind the Attraction Mantra Secrets is very simple, putting it into practice on a conscious level takes work. Negative and limiting belief systems are buried deep inside us. They are the ones that stop you from succeeding, achieving, and manifesting. However, I have good news for you. Changing or ridding yourself of ideas and old habits that defeat you at every turn is possible. So are you up to the challenge? Now I will show you 3 powerful tips to activate Attraction Mantra Secrets. The activation process involves 3 steps to eliminate limiting beliefs and attract all your desires. And here are the 3 powerful tips to activate the Attraction Mantra Secrets. Empty your mind. Create your own reality. Adopt an attitude of gratitude. The first tip to activate the Attraction Mantra Secrets is to empty your mind. To do this, there are 3 things you can consider. You can meditate, observe and watch your breath, or exercise. One of the best ways to clear your mind is to meditate. So here are the basics. Firstly, you need to find a place that's quiet for meditating. Find a comfortable, peaceful place with pleasant temperature to settle down. Also, you should avoid noisy places, as this may distract you from focusing, and too many distractions may prove to be too much to manage, and you might get into a tough spot as soon as you begin. Once you have settled down, all you need to do is to sit cross-legged, relax, and meditate undisturbed for up to an hour. The next action you can take is breathing. As simple as it may sound, a simple, long, deep breath has the power to calm your thoughts, slows down your heartbeat, and cleanses your soul. Did you know that the best way to calm down is so innate to our lives we often take it for granted? Don't you agree that we take our breath for granted the way we take our heartbeat for granted? To encourage you further, I've also listed some really big benefits of focusing on your breaths. There are so many great benefits breathing can bring that we are not even aware of. Focusing on your own breaths can have a significant impact on your well-being and stress levels, and can even create physiological changes such as lowering your blood pressure. But for many of us, when it comes to improving our health, changing our breathing patterns somehow doesn't spring to mind as readily as changing our diet or exercise habits. Now that you already know the importance of breathing, let's talk about the things you have to pay more attention to. Firstly, observe the pace of you taking a breath. Is it fast or slow? Secondly, what is the consistency of your breathing tempo? Does it always remain the same as you sit? Thirdly, what is the smoothness of your breath? Is there any abnormality to it? Finally, what is the depth or shallowness of your breath? Does it alter over time, or is each breath a carbon copy of the last? Where do you sense the breath? Your nose, your throat, your mouth, your lungs, or your tummy? Do you observe your diaphragm muscle beneath your ribs contracting and decompressing to enable you to breathe? Honestly, there are only two things that are required for excellent changes to happen inside your brain: a focus on the breath and mindfulness during the day when not meditating. Here's my suggestion for you. Begin your common sitting session with getting comfy in your sitting posture and watch all the matters going on with your body and brain. Attempt to unwind and calm the brain down. Observe the physical sensations happening. Observe the breath. Watch the breath. Go ahead and try it out. You will absolutely love this. Regardless of age, sex, or current fitness level, studies show that making time for exercise provides some serious mental benefits. Studies show that exercise is a very effective way of reducing fatigue, improving alertness and concentration, and also enhancing overall cognitive function. Working up a sweat can help manage physical and mental stress. It is one of the best ways to clear your mind, lift your mood, and boost your energy. The rule of thumb is to spend 20 to 30 minutes doing your workout and to shoot for at least 2 to 3 times per week. Once you begin to exercise regularly, you will discover many more reasons why exercise is so important in improving the quality of your life. Now, let's move on to talk about the second tip to activate the attraction mantra secrets. That is, to create your own reality. Did you know that when the Wright brothers wanted to fly, people considered them lunatics? Leonardo da Vinci, Thomas Edison, and Bill Gates were thought of as daydreamers, when actually they were visualizing and imagining their vision. Whatever they were imagining years ago is now a solid reality. These stories prove that your imagination is a gateway to the possible and a bridge to your unconscious mind. Your subconscious mind doesn't even recognize the deviation between what is genuine and what is imaginary. Your reality mirrors what goes on in your mind. When envisioning your desire, engage your imagination by using all of your senses. Imagine not only the visualizations, but also the sounds, textures, smells, and tastes of your dreams coming true. Even more significantly, think of the feelings of the outcome you look for, as these contain the strongest magnetic force for drawing in your desires. You have to know that how you feel about what you imagine will decide whether you'll successfully draw it in or not. Feelings are the language that talks to the universe. Feel as if your goal has been accomplished, your prayer has been answered. Rehearse the future you want to attract in your head on a regular basis. What sort of future do you desire? How would you look, act, and feel? Remember, whatever you are grasping on from your past is what you are bringing into your present reality. And whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can accomplish. A different key element to drawing in and allowing the realities you look for is a sense of worth. If you do not feel that you deserve the truth you want, you'll block its manifestation or undermine it once it arrives. Your sense of worth reflects your level of self-value and is muddled by guilt, dishonor, self-judgment, and negative self-concepts. And you know what? Self-love and self-forgiveness always increase your sense of worth. So start focusing on the right things to attract what you want. Start manifesting and create your reality. The third tip to activate the attraction mantra secrets is to adopt an attitude of gratitude. Science tells us that an attitude of gratitude is a good health choice. Do you agree? Because I personally believe that being more grateful more often makes us happier and more optimistic. Not only that, gratitude attracts what we want. The universal truth of attraction says that we will attract into life the things we think about and focus on. The fastest way to attain an abundance mindset and align your emotional vibration with the flow of prosperity and joy is to adopt an attitude of gratitude. Gratitude will positively shift your energy instantly and clear out any negative thoughts that have been accumulating throughout your day. Counting your blessings is one of the fastest ways to improve your mood or outlook. After counting your blessings, focus on what you do want to attract even more, because at this moment, your calling is the most receptive to the universe, as your positive energy is at its peak. Remember, what you focus on expands. When you are grateful for what you have, even when it is not enough, you'll attract more of the good things in your life. Bear in mind that no matter how bad your situation or life may be, there is always something to be grateful for. As soon as you find it, your life will significantly improve. In this module, I will share with you the self-enhancement mantras in which you will discover the secret self-enhancement techniques that will propel you to greater heights. There's a popular saying, "I ought to change but have attempted and failed." Does this seem familiar? There's no doubt about it. Change is hard, but it is essential for your personal growth and development as a human being. In fact, it is a necessity of life. Frequently altering habits does seem insurmountable. A lot of us merely don't have enough motivation to alter our habits, all of our foul habits, in a way that would really affect our life. We hold them tight as we view them as rewards. But your habits determine your life. To break a bad habit, it's helpful to reward yourself for engaging in positive behavior. Go forward, taking little steps, one at a time, till you sooner or later reach your goals. To replace the bad habits with great habits is the way to go. If an old habit is broken and not replaced, you'll create a void, and other destructive habits will take its place. Think about it. Have you ever wondered why a person can stop smoking but end up gaining a crazy amount of weight? Reason being because he or she managed to break the old habit but didn't find a healthy one to replace it. Now, let me share with you some of the great habits that will benefit your personal development and replace your bad habits. Number 1. Construct a fresh habit by tacking a job onto one of the habits you already have. For example, water the flowers after you had lunch. Send off thank you notes after you check your inbox. This will create an anchor so that the next time you conduct your daily routine, a habit will follow. The more often you practice it, the stronger the anchor will become. Number 2. Work out daily. This will supercharge your metabolism, concentration, and mental clarity in half an hour a day, so you will begin your day with a huge surge of energy to take on whatever challenge there is with ease. Number 3. By choice, make the job harder, as challenging jobs are more engaging and motivating than ho-hum ones. Do physical chores like filing or cleaning with your non-dominant hand. Draw up poetic emails to answer other emails. This will train your endurance and perseverance to handle anything life has in store for you, making you a strong person who is able to adapt to any circumstances and invulnerable to any difficult challenges. Number 4. Figure out how long a job will take to finish. Then start a timer and press yourself to complete it in half that time. This will make you a person who delivers on time so that you'll always get things done no matter what. Number 5. Success leaves clues. If others have done it, learn from them. Discover individuals who are already acquiring the results you want. Question them and adopt their mental attitude, notions, and behavior. Number 6. Finish an otherwise dull task in an uncommon or crazy manner to keep it fun and intriguing. Make routine calls utilizing fake foreign accents. Take notes in wax crayon. Number 7. Interpose one task into the middle of some other. Study while eating lunch. Return calls while traveling back and forth to work. Listen to audio programs while shopping. You will get massive leverage from this, and if you practice this enough, you will make up an incredible amount of free time that you didn't know was possible. Number 8. When somebody does you a good turn, refer a thank you card. That's a true card, not an e-card. This is uncommon and memorable, and the individuals you thank will be eager to bestow more opportunities. Again, practice gratitude. Number 9. Cast out the negative people from your life and affiliate with positive, happy individuals instead. Mentalities are catching. Be loyal to reality, affection, and might, not to pity. Number 10. Investing in yourself may be the most profitable investment you ever make, so invest more time in yourself. The effort you put into consistently investing in yourself plays a large role in determining the quality of your life now and in the future. Number 11. Explain your most ambitious issues to several others and ask for all the advice, feedback, and constructive critiques you are able to handle. This is another form of leverage you can make for yourself, as making your intention known to others gives you a stronger reason to succeed. Number 12. Put down 20 original ideas for bettering your effectiveness. Always think on paper. Ideas are like clouds. They are intangible forms that will be lost without you realizing it. How many times did you have difficulty remembering something important? Or maybe some pretty amazing ideas that you somehow forgot about? Also, seeing is believing. Write down all your ideas so you have a clearer picture of what to go for in the future. Number 13. When an apparently senseless job is delegated to you, bounce it back to the individual who assigned it to you and challenge them to rationalize its functional necessity. This is a bold move, but why waste time and energy on something meaningless? We only live for a brief moment in this life, so don't waste it away. Do something you truly love, enjoy, and cherish. Number 14. Quit clubs, jobs, and subscriptions that consume more of your time than they deserve. Again, declutter for more personal time. Number 15. Hire a personal coach to remain motivated, centered, and accountable. Accountability is leverage, and having someone to stay accountable to will make you succeed faster. There you had it, 15 of my self-enhancement mantra hacks to get things done and significantly improve the quality of your life. Believe it or not, most people are only living up to 20% of their full potential. The other 80% are the untapped, unique capabilities that are in deep slumber within their soul. So in this module, I will share with you the secrets to unlocking your ultimate potential to become the strongest version of you. But before I get started, let me ask you a few questions. Do you know your true potential? Do you think that you have reached your full potential? Most of us are unaware of the accomplishments we can achieve in our lives. We become tied down to the daily routine that seems to be working, for the most part, and settle in for the long haul. Have you realized that we get so busy with our lives that most of the time we don't have time to look deeper into our true potential? Truth be told, it is very important to unlock your ultimate potential, and here's why. Not realizing your true potential is probably one of the biggest regrets as people get older. Realizing that you could have been more is one of the biggest emotional upheavals you can experience in your entire life. That's why it is quintessential that you do not let opportunities fly by. For those of you who are fortunate enough to live in a society where there is free will and to be pretty much anything you want to be, you must capitalize the opportunity to self-actualize, to be the best you can be. To be the best you, here are things you can do to realize and unlock your ultimate potential. 1. Discover your full potential. 2. Unlock your mind power. 3. Find your passion. 4. Find your ultimate purpose. 5. Commit to your ultimate purpose. Now let's talk about the first one. That is to discover your full potential. Did you know that no matter what innate talents you were born with, what family you were born into, how much money you have made or lost, or the times of difficulty or lucky breaks, nothing will get you to where you want to be better than unlocking your full potential? Each one of us has potential lying innate inside of us. The brilliant part of it is that each one of us has a potential that is uniquely ours. The potential to become a better person, to gain more respect, to be more successful, to find happiness, to achieve anything we want. It's a mad mix of our genetics, our environment, the way our body has been designed, and the talents we were born with. Of course, the first step is discovering just what that is. You and I know that the world is a negative place to begin with, and the forces are pulling us from every direction. Learning to avoid the negativity is like learning to walk on a minefield. It's been proven that we absorb most of the negativity through our subconscious mind, not even realizing it is happening. Being weighed down by your own or others' negativity can destroy your chances of reaching your true potential. So learn to control other people's energies as you control your own destiny. Did you know that environment can also play a huge role in unlocking your true potential? We often learn about what we are good at through trying new things. If you lived in an area where there aren't a lot of options, or you didn't have a lot of money to pay for classes or for travel, then you may have not experienced the things you are naturally good at. The most direct way to live smarter is to evaluate your current alignment with all the things up to now. Take a moment and ask yourself, What are my gifts and talents? What am I good at? Where can I use my strengths? Where can I exercise my values? Where can I make a difference? What makes me comfortable in life? What would you be doing right now if money was not an issue? Look, if we concentrate on what we love doing, we would be happier and more fulfilled. That's one of the truest essences of living. Loving what you do gives you the strength to weather personal setbacks, face and address your weaknesses, overcome adversity, and work the long hours typically needed to reach your full potential. Once you identify your core values, passions, and strengths, it is easier for you to grow as a person and reach your full potential. There is a connection between reaching your potential and being aware of your passions, and more often than not, your passions will flow from your values and strengths. When you connect with your passions, it allows you to act every day from your heart. It gives you the energy to propel you towards your goals while overcoming setbacks and failure. Next, we'll talk about unlocking your mind power. Never underestimate the power of your mind. You may not realize it, but the mind is extremely powerful. It is unlimited in potential. Once you begin to understand the power of the mind and learn the laws of the universe, you can reprogram your subconscious so you can obtain anything you want in life. Every person on this planet has the same capacity in his or her brain, but not everyone uses it. It is really the programming that we received from birth to the present that shapes who we are and what we do. Your mind is the projector of your current physical reality that you experience through your five-sense reality. The subconscious mind is like your magic genie, and it will accept anything you feed to it, and it will carry out your every wish. So whatever you consistently think about, whether it is real or imaginary, your subconscious mind will accept it as the truth, and it will work with us and for us to help us reach our goals. Now let's talk about finding your passion. Passion is the most important ingredient in achieving your goals. Intelligence, connections, and courage may all help, but nothing can trump passion. A truly successful person is almost always the one who is extremely passionate about his or her endeavor. If you want to succeed in life, you first must find your passion, then harness it and use it to focus on your dreams and vision. The more you follow the path your passion leads you on, the more desired goals you will achieve, and your life will start to fall into place. What each of us should do is live our lives by the purpose we hold deep inside of us. If it really is what you want to do and what you want to achieve, go for it. Find your ultimate purpose. To unlock your unlimited potential, it is important to find your purpose. As we are all different, we will all need different paths to help us find our passion and purpose. Everyone has a purpose, and there is potential in each of us. It's just a matter of exploring and investigating a little to discover it. Now, what if I told you that your fear also plays a major role in finding your purpose? Take a moment and ask yourself, what is your fear and what is it stopping you from? Explore the times you've said no to something or avoided something because you were afraid of it. And then learn how to master fear if you want to unlock your unlimited potential. But first, figure out who energizes you. Stay away from people who tear or wear you down because they are draining your energies away. Instead, align yourself with people who are living a full life to be inspired and motivated to pursue your own passion. Go for people you respect and work with them, serve them. That is the very best way to learn. If you can't find anyone like that around you, indulge in books about people you admire and learn by proxy. Be honest and clear on when you will get to your goals. Many people get frustrated with their efforts and tend to give up when they don't get the results they desire. But the truth is, it takes some time before you can see real results. So be patient. Each journey starts with one small step in front of the other. The end destination is important, but not enough. You need to break it right down into manageable chunks. You may start with a small passion in something really simple that you don't think much of, and then it explodes and evolves into something else entirely. Enjoy that process and trust it. To reach your goals, determine your process. Write out a list of baby steps you can take later today, tomorrow, the next day, and every other day until you reach your end goal. Notice how you feel as you take each step. Notice how your life changes for the better. Give yourself some time. One day, you will definitely get the results you want. Before you begin to move forward, you need to first make peace with the person you are today, right here and right now. And why is that so? Because the person you are today is the person you started to become 5 or 10 years ago. You are a product of your own past, and the place you are in today is of your own making. So do not reject yourself. In order to move forward, you need to accept the person you are today with all your foibles and limitations. Love yourself now. Accept yourself for who you are and where you've been, and then move on. Our purpose can begin from any circumstances. No matter what has gone on before, you have the choice to change your life now, today. Now we will map out our journey to your goals. Decide what you want. Make a list of all the dreams and thoughts you've had, all the things you want to do in your life. Once it's down on paper, make a plan of action to follow. Sometimes the first step is to consolidate, to regroup, spend some time learning or preparing. This is an excellent time to work under people who are working towards a similar purpose and to learn alongside them. Once you have established what your purpose is, write it down. Keep it as simple and as clear as possible. A 3-pager probably indicates that you are still trying to find your purpose. Then break down your purpose. Say, for instance, you felt your purpose was to become a talk show host. Consider the steps you need to achieve that. What qualifications would you need? Would you need to alter your appearance at all? How would you go about lifting yourself up so people know who you are and believe in your expertise? Write down all these mini goals on a piece of paper. Read these goals aloud every morning and night to help you stay on track. Remember, this is your personal journey, and you can choose not to share it with anyone else. Turn your life around by discovering your true purpose and change your perspective about living. Remember, the place you are in now is the place you got to by the thoughts you've already had, even if it was not a conscious decision. So take charge of your life, whether it's conscious or subconscious, and focus on your purpose. By doing so, you will reach your life's goals. In this module, I will talk about the importance as well as the stages to emptying your mind using the empty mind meditation. Now you may think, why empty your mind using meditation? Truth is, for thousands of years, people have been using meditation to move beyond the mind's stress-inducing thoughts and emotional upsets into the peace and clarity of present moment awareness. Did you know that when you think, hear, speak, cry out, engage in something physical or stressful, waves are produced? With meditation, everything stops. Your brain may be totally still, unmoving. It really is possible. It is when the surface of the brain quiets down and becomes still that we begin to see and feel what is underneath. Worry about how long you'll need to learn before you can get started? Worry no more. You could learn it in just 5 minutes, and you can readily engage in it anytime and anywhere. Yet you should constantly engage in it to improve upon practice. Likewise, it could also be developed into a habit wherein it becomes natural or second nature to you. The more one practices meditation, the higher the level of meditation one can achieve. Now let's talk about empty mind meditation. For those who do not know what this is about, let me tell you more. It's a technique in which the mind is gradually emptied out of all thoughts which interfere in the process of meditation. In ancient times, spiritual greats had used the empty mind method to attain enlightenment. Do you know why this type of meditation is commonly used? Because of the fact that the ultimate purpose of meditation is to attune oneself to the universal will by emptying oneself of the ego or the self. The mind is a powerful tool that sometimes hinders us from achieving the inner peace we earnestly seek. Empty mind meditation helps us find relaxation from the highly demanding and hectic lifestyle of most modern people. The mere practice of emptying the mind enables a person to free the mind from the anxious thoughts which clutter the mind throughout the day. By achieving a relaxed state, one can de-stress the body and consequently achieve healing of some ailing body parts. The constant practice of empty mind meditation is beneficial to the holistic development of oneself. Did you know that with the regular practice of empty mind meditation, there are 5 areas of your life which will be improved? Number 1, the physiological aspect. Number 2, the social aspect, which involves the way we relate to other people. Number 3, the intellectual aspect. Number 4, the emotional aspect. And number 5, the spiritual aspect. Now let's talk about the stages of empty mind meditation. This is a simple process that most people find difficult to achieve. Why? This is because as human beings, we tend to cling to what we have learned, striven for, and have achieved. This is exactly the opposite of letting go of all thoughts. In meditation, we must let go of these clingy thoughts. There are numerous procedures or ways to achieve and complete a meditation. The most experienced meditation practitioner uses these simple step-by-step procedures. 1. Be seated comfortably. 2. Relax the body. 3. Breathe. 4. Clear your mind. Be seated comfortably. The first thing that a practitioner should do is find a suitable place to meditate, and then you sit in a cross-legged manner. You can sit anywhere, but what is important is that you are seated comfortably with your back straightened so that your back muscles will not readily strain. Also, you can use a pillow for back support and for comfort. When conducting lengthy meditation, it is extremely important to be in a quiet place to avoid any kinds of distraction. Relax the body. The next step in the meditation process is the closing of one's eyes and the relaxing of the body by tensing, stretching, or curling one part of the body repeatedly until you feel relaxed. While you are seated, push your hips forward and then push your stomach out while tensing up all your stomach muscles a couple of times and relaxing in between to relieve the tension. Tuck your stomach in until the muscles of your lower back and buttocks are tensed enough. And then arch both your shoulders and push your chest in, tensing all your upper back muscles repeatedly. Then slacken your muscles in between exercises, and then reverse the exercise by pulling your shoulders back and pushing your chest out, tensing all your muscles and then slackening the tension. This exercise relieves the upper body of stress and tension. Repeat this process until you feel relaxed. Then you can start arching your neck forward and placing your chin on your chest, tensing neck and jaw muscles, then momentarily relaxing to reverse the action by pushing your head all the way back while raising your chin up high and tensing your throat and jaw muscles. Move your head back while looking up, then open your mouth wide and scrunch your face up, tensing your facial and other muscles in your head and tensing and relaxing. Likewise, smile as widely as possible while scrunching up your face and tensing all facial muscles. Frown deeply while scrunching up your face, then tense all your facial muscles. This exercise relieves our muscles and joints of the stress and tensions that accumulate every day. Breathe. The third step in the meditation process is to be aware of your breathing. Breathe deeply but silently. Use your abdomen while breathing. Feel your abdomen expand and contract while you inhale and exhale. Inhale through your nostrils and exhale through the mouth. Moderate your breathing and give it a regular pace until you reach a point of almost non-breathing. This will further relax the body and mind and set your being in a meditative mood. And the last stage is to clear your mind. As you find yourself with the correct, relaxed breathing, observe the thoughts passing through your mind. Do not interfere with these thoughts. Just observe them, and you will notice some gaps between two thoughts. Gently focus on the gap where there is no thought. Try to expand this thoughtless gap. Let it last longer until there is no thought anymore. Normally, thoughts suddenly come out of nowhere. Just ignore them. Revert back to thinking of nothing. Just close your eyes and observe the blackness or whiteness, regardless of any thoughts which may crop up. By practicing empty mind meditation enough, you will find that you are noticeably happier, relaxed, calm, and alert. This is because you will gain more clarity and serenity in your heart with enough meditation practice. There are many different people in this world. The amazing thing is the fact that each one of us has our own specific purpose in life that we are supposed to fulfill. And it is very important that we find this purpose and live it. So, have you found your true calling? Finding purpose is the key to true happiness. If true happiness is what you are seeking in life, it is not more money that you need or to become more popular. You simply need to discover what your true calling in life is, and happiness will come. Therefore, to get the best out of life itself, the individual would be required to spend some time and effort to actually explore the possibility of understanding his or her true calling and working on fulfilling this call. Once you discover your purpose, you will see your life in a whole new light. To discover your purpose, you need to follow through 4 simple steps. First, identify your true calling. Then, use the 7 tips to find your calling, followed by another 7 tips to help you follow through, and finally, put it all together. Now, let's talk about identifying your true calling. Have you discovered your calling, the reason you are alive, or your personal mission in life? If you do not have a clue about what I'm talking about, take a couple of seconds to complete these quick questions. What do I really, really want in life? Am I doing precisely the kind of work that makes me want to jump out of bed every morning? Am I doing what I love? If I achieve all my goals, what would it look like? If you have a clear answer to all of these questions, congratulations! There is a good chance that you've achieved what the Buddhists call right livelihood. If you have not yet found the work you were meant to do, keep looking. You are about to find your true calling, and when you find that calling that is uniquely yours, your life will be transformed. Remember, seek and you shall receive. Next, I'll share with you the 7 tips to find your calling. The first one is to ask yourself what you are good at. You can also do some reflection on past callings and always remember to stay in the present. You can also try different things and track challenges so that this will open up more opportunities. Spend time talking to those who listen instead of naysayers. And lastly, live your own dream. Now, have you noticed that most people go through life doing a job just to get the paycheck at the end of the month? What's worse is that most people spend nearly all of it on bills and rarely do something they actually like. However, there are others who are happy at work and have a lot of money in the bank. But for the vast majority, this is but a dream yet to be fulfilled. Have you also noticed that the most successful people are invariably those people who spend most of their time thinking about who they are and where they are going? They also constantly evaluate and reevaluate their progress in light of who they are and what they really want. Hence, the starting point of great success is for you to realize that you are truly extraordinary. To get the best out of life itself, you would be required to spend some time and effort to actually explore the possibility of understanding your true calling and working on fulfilling this call. Take a moment and ask yourself, what are you good at? Everyone is born with innate gifts and talents. Every one of us has different skills that help us become successful at one thing or another. What are the things you're good, dare I say, amazing at? Things you can do so easily that you hardly notice them. It could be something like understanding how to bring a group of people back into harmony, great at organizing events and connecting with others, picking the right stock to invest in, creating great marketing proposals, great at money management, and a whole lot more. When you are looking for your true calling in life, you must sit down and determine what these skills are. You need to know what you are good at, as this will help you look in the right direction. Pay attention to the compliments you get from people around you, as it is a clear message of your skills and will help you know which path you should consider pursuing. Besides, you can also do some reflection on your past callings. Acknowledge what you learned from acting on older callings and see if anything from those experiences remains alive for you. Remember not to dwell on your old callings if they are no longer alive for you, so you can open up space for new callings to arise. You can also do some reflection over your life and find out what you did that brought you success. What are the things you have done that have brought you success? What have you done that has brought you some great rewards and personal satisfaction? What elements of your past success came from times when you cared the most about what you were doing? Analyzing your past success can bring you great rewards in the future, as it helps you learn from your mistakes and success so you can find your true career path in life. Another essential key is to always stay in the present. While trying to discover what your life calling is, it is extremely important that you make sure that you keep your mind in the present. Do not worry about the future or regret upon the past. Everything we do today will affect our future, and that is why it is so important that we are always focused on the here and now. Life is lived 1 second at a time, so there is no reason to stress about 5 years from now. Go ahead and try different things. You have to get out of your comfort zone or your safety bubble. Staying in your comfort zone will not give you the opportunity to try new things. The problem with this is the fact that you will never be able to discover what your true calling is if you never get the opportunity to try it. Don't be afraid to try something new. Finding your true calling often involves trial and error. Take a chance and indulge in something you suspect might be your true calling. You may succeed and discover greater satisfaction and purpose for your life. Even if you fail, you can learn more about yourself and which avenues you should pursue in the future. Also, track the challenges in your life and unravel the common threads. You'll definitely feel that what you're doing in your life is purposeful when you are constantly challenging yourself. Your challenges are your instructors. They show you where you need to heal and grow so that you are able to become who you are meant to be. Are you struggling with finding your sense of self-worth, trusting the universe and trusting others, feeling bombarded by life and like nothing works out for you? Fret not, because these clues tell you what you need to work on, what you are here to teach other people, what you have chosen to master in this lifetime. Share your dreams and desires with those you trust and listen to what you are saying. Also, try and speak with people who offer real feedback and ideas, and stay away from those who simply agree with what you have to say or give you one-word responses. Others can have some very valuable insight, especially the elderly, so it may be a good idea to ask them for advice on discovering your calling in life. Plus, they may notice talents that you have that you are not aware of. Learn how to live and create your own dreams. Don't look at others and envy them for what they have or wish that you could have their life and their blessings. You need to figure out what your true desires are in life and what you truly want. No one else is going to pursue your dreams for you. Everyone has their own dreams and their own goals for what they want to achieve in life. If you don't go for it, no one else will. By this, I don't mean material objects. I mean what you want from life and what you want your life to be. Stop trying to live someone else's dream. Discover your true purpose and find the courage to live your own dream. Next, I'll share with you the 7 tips to help you follow through. Many people have amazing goals and ideas, but they just can't follow through. So why is it important to follow through? Because when we have goals, we have our destinations in each period of our life. Whether we will get to those destinations or not depends on our actions. In order to take the right actions, we need to have a plan. It is, however, difficult for many individuals to follow through with their plan despite the need to accomplish their goals. So what are the most common reasons why people cannot follow through? One of them is that they are not willing to step out of their comfort zones. We must realize how important it is to step out of our comfort zones. Why? Because by remaining in your comfort zone for too long, you will never grow. You have to start living outside of your comfort zone to grow physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, and in relationships with other people. We must train our minds to get used to working towards our goals despite feeling uncomfortable. Without further ado, here are the 7 tips that will assist you in following through with your plan. Number 1, acknowledge what you want and why you want it. Number 2, decide what you love to do. Number 3, take action. Number 4, keep your momentum. Number 5, value your actions and results. Number 6, have perseverance. And lastly, visualize your success regularly. You also need to know what you want out of your actions and the reasons you want it. Because your why drives everything. It is the ultimate source of your motivation. Otherwise, you will not be prompted to do what you are supposed to do. Clarity is your power to go for your target. Be clear on your goals. Without goals, you lack focus and direction. Goal setting not only allows you to take control of your life's direction, it also provides you a benchmark for determining whether you are actually succeeding. You have to decide what you want and then make the dedication to achieve it. Next, you must decide what you love to do, because your actions to your goals will have to be repeated again and again. If you don't love what you do, it is very hard to continue doing it. Your brain will tell you that you're not having fun doing it. This is why people give up a lot easier than they should. Many people say they don't have a choice. On the contrary, they didn't really decide what they love to do. Instead, they let themselves do what they didn't like. Stop giving yourself excuses. It's up to you to stop doing what you think you have to do and go to the area that you love the most. Another thing that happens to many people is that when they want something, they don't even bother to begin. Absolutely nothing is more important than being proactive. You must take action and begin by doing something, no matter how little it is. Action is that one thing that makes it all possible. You'll be able to do anything if you dare take that first step to your goal, which is also the most difficult. Once you take the first step, the following steps will be so much easier for you. That I can promise you. Don't try to be perfect. Just be brave instead and start taking action. To have great success, there has to be great momentum. Once you start doing something, don't let your actions die afterwards. Keep doing what you planned. Don't let your mind wander off while you take action. But to maintain your momentum all year round, you need to set powerful, crystal clear goals. Set goals that are specific, with progress measurements along the way. And don't forget to reward yourself for the hard work. Avoid beating yourself up if you fall short. Take baby steps, one at a time. You should also make a vision board or some goal vision note to see as often as you want. As mentioned before, seeing is believing, and only by believing will you take tremendous actions to create momentum. If you're about to create a vision board, you might discover yourself taking steps that will open you up mentally and let you relax and feel originative in order to discover those inner wants. It helps to ignite clarity. By selecting pictures and writing that charges your emotions with feelings of passion, you will begin to manifest those things into your life. What separates a person from achieving their goals and not achieving their goals is staying focused and being persistent and following through. Review your actions and see if you need to correct anything. Make sure you keep track of your progress and measure it constantly. Also, keep your statistics and compare with the standard. Change your approach if you need to, but never change your goals. If you are a big action taker, what separates you from success is perhaps perseverance. Perseverance is one of the key qualities that you need to reach success. Frequently, this factor alone is the difference between failure and success. Perseverance is also a personal value because it gives shape and strengthens your character, which allows you to keep your focus on your goal. Not giving up is one of the best qualities of successful people. You need to make sure that you also have that quality. Commit yourself that you won't give up, no matter what happens. You should never underestimate the power of visualization. Visualization will make your subconscious mind attract what you want into your life. This is according to the core principle of attraction mantra secrets. You can attract all situations and attributes favorable to your goal achievement by visualization daily. Visualize in your mind as if you are achieving your goals in front of you. Feel it and absorb what happens. You may want to add background audio while you are visualizing. It will enhance your attraction. Let me ask you this. Is there something you really love doing? Do you have a hobby or something you loved doing as a child but never considered it as a possibility? Whether it's reading comic books, collecting something, making something, creating or building something, among all these ideas, did you know that there is probably a way you could do it for a living? Brainstorm. Nothing comes to mind right away? Well, get a sheet of paper and start with writing down ideas. Anything that comes to mind, write it down and evaluate them later. Ask around and surf the net for possibilities. Ask other people for ideas. Do as much research as possible. Know as much about your passion as possible. If this has been a passion for a while, you may have already been doing this. At any rate, do even more research. Read every website possible on the topic and buy the best books available. Never quit trying. Can't find your passion at first? Give up after a few days and you're sure to fail. Keep trying for months on end if necessary and you'll find it eventually. Found your passion but haven't been successful at making a living at it? Do not give up. Keep trying and try again until you succeed. Success does not come easily, so giving up early is a sure way to fail. Keep trying, and one day I promise that you will get there. You also want to keep your health in very good standing. It definitely helps to keep your stress level down. Health is important because you feel better about the things you are doing, which leads to finding your true calling. Being stress-free has to be the most important, though. The reason being is you have a clear mind. Your head is not cluttered with things that are mundane and tedious. If you get rid of that stress, it is easier to focus on what you really want, your true calling. Hi, welcome back. In this module, I will share with you something really awesome. That is how to force the universe to give you what you want. By the end of this module, you will have the knowledge of how to magnetize everything that you want to attract into your life and live life on your terms. Isn't it intriguing, the cause and effect mechanism? What we are in the here and now is caused by preceding thoughts. This incredible fact arms us with the might to manifest what we seriously want by drawing it into the present. Attraction Mantra Secrets is a beautiful phenomenon, isn't it? Wouldn't it be awesome to be able to force the universe to give you what you want? Abundance of health, wealth, and happiness. What if I tell you that you can do that right now? All you have to do is follow these 3 simple steps. 1. Accept responsibility. 2. Being dedicated. 3. Law of visualization. To force the universe to give you anything you ask for, first of all, you have to accept responsibility. You have to know that what you go through now is definitely of your own accord. If you want to be successful, you have to take 100% responsibility for everything that you experience in your life. And that is the very first step to taking control of your life. Be proactive and never reactive. This includes the level of your achievements, the results you produce, the quality of your relationships, the state of your health and physical fitness, your income, your debts, your feelings, everything. This is not easy. It's not always pleasant to take responsibility for our life and circumstances, especially when those circumstances are unfavorable or completely out of our direct control. However, when you fail to take responsibility, you put yourself at a clear disadvantage. You are disadvantaged because you are resigned to the fate that you are powerless and incapable of making things better. Remember that you are responsible for yourself, whether you like it or not. No one is racing to save you. No one will hand you the ultimate job, and no one will work out your relationship issues. No one will lose the additional blubber on your body. If you don't proactively work out your own issues, they'll never be worked out. You also have to actively materialize your life story rather than passively allowing it to play out on its own. But you have to never quit on yourself. The silver lining is that while embracing complete responsibility may be really ambitious, it isn't unattainable. You'll certainly meet challenges and setbacks while going after worthwhile goals, but if you merely continue your willingness to ante up the price, you'll sooner or later succeed. Step 2 is being dedicated. Do you have anyone around you that is already successful? Try asking him or her about his or her success. If he or she tells you that success is easy, hightail it as fast as you're able to, as you're about to hear a sales pitch for some product. The honest truth is that it's truly hard to win at something you've never executed previously. But that's absolutely all right. Get the picture in your mind that failure and success aren't opposites. If you bomb, it signifies that you are taking action, so you're making mistakes and training yourself. Success occurs by nature once you've finally learned how to take the right actions. Take one step at a time. Be patient with yourself as you experience failure. Remember that when you're pursuing a goal you truly want, when you have that sort of feeling that nearly brings you to tears when you consider it as you connect with it so deeply, then you have to persist with it. Regardless of how hard it gets, don't stop. If you're clear about what you want, settle for nothing less. Admit that success will take time, maybe much longer than you'd like. Free yourself from the fast and simple, something-for-nothing mentality. Keep your head down, work hard, and comprehend that your work will eventually pay off, as long as you carry on learning and developing. This is what separates the successful from the unsuccessful. The third step is the law of visualization. It plays a very significant role in forcing the universe to get you what you want. Did you know that our thoughts are like transmission signals? When you think about something, you transmit it out into the universe. It's as simple as that. The more you focus your thoughts on something, you start to manifest it. Think of it like the power of concentration. To make something real, you have to spend more time concentrating on it. Add more emotions into it as if it is real. The better you are at it, the faster you will materialize your dreams. The longer you focus on a single thing, then it is likely to come true, whether you are aware of it or not. Here are a few examples of how it works in reality. If you focus on poverty, you will attract poverty. If you focus on love, you will receive love. So at the end of the day, your energy flows where attention goes. Everything is just a thought to the universe. Our emotion plays a big part of any visualization exercise, so it is very important to start with good, positive thoughts and feelings. When you feel good, you can attract more feelings of feeling good. So if you focus on positive thoughts, you will attract a lot of positive things from the universe. If you focus on negative thoughts, you will attract a lot of negative things from the universe. Therefore, you have to visualize your desire to attract your desire. Know what you want and start manifesting it. Although visualization is an easy and convenient tool to use through daydreaming, mental rehearsals, imagination, and fantasizing. However, with the lack of power of these images, visualization is usually used to create unwanted experiences where the greatest fears are mentally rehearsed over and over in the mind. To overcome this, you can create a vision board to make those intangible thoughts tangible. Write down your goals and then find images that match with those goals. Create a vision board using magazines and cut out the words and images that resonate with you. The purpose of your vision board is to bring everything to life. Once you are done with your vision board, create a sacred space for it so you can look at it every day. After creating your vision board, you have to feel it with full emotion. Why emotions? If the thoughts are the formulation of your desire, the emotions give them context. The key is to create an alignment of your thoughts and emotions. Act as if you already possess the things pictured on your vision board, the house, the car, or your business. Say, "This is already mine." Imagine that you want to manifest $1 billion. What emotion does that thought evoke in you? Can you feel complete joy and gratitude for having that kind of money? Never underestimate the power of emotions. Feel your emotions and state your goals in the present tense as if you have already achieved them. The last step is repetition. What you have to do is pretty simple. Look at the images on your vision board over and over. Why so? Because if you visualize consistently, you will become more motivated to do the things that will get you at least closer to what you're dreaming about. You'll be getting inspired as to what to do. You will be getting hunches to act upon. Repetitiveness of vision combined with your associated emotions will develop your power to visualize and take action to achieve your goals. With all these steps combined, you have a formula to succeed. You can literally force the universe to give you whatever you want, whenever you want. This is the power of attraction mantra secrets. If you are interested in doubling or tripling your wealth starting from today, you're in for a treat. For the record, a lot of the problems that arise in our lives are probably due to poverty. So in this module, I will talk about the wealth attraction mantra, the secrets the wealthy use to get rich and stay rich. Did you know that we have thousands of thoughts running through our brains on a daily basis? And the crucial thing is to hone and center those thoughts and feelings on what we wish, so that what we wish will come along. Therefore, if you would like to use your attraction mantra secrets to produce wealth and prosperity, you have to do it correctly. When you start centering on wealth energy into your life, you'll be astonished at how easily it turns up naturally. Only by believing and practicing the wealth attraction mantra can one truly harness the power of immense wealth. Now, let's talk about the 3 important tips to activating the wealth attraction mantra. 1. The right mindset about money. 2. Wealth manifestation through the wealth attraction mantra. 3. Balance yourself between inner stillness and outer creation. Number 1. You must have the right mindset about money. That is why it is vital to know what kind of mindset you must have. If you try to implement the attraction mantra secrets to this concept, you must realize that a person who is actually trying to attract money should think about it all the time. Since thoughts attract results, you must have clear and concise thoughts. At the same time, you need to think subjectively. Don't think about the money itself, but think about what you must do in order to bring the money to you. If you own a product-oriented business, thinking about the quality of your product, for example, is a beautiful step in this regard. When you do that, you are actually improving the sales potential of your product, and hence you are bringing in the money. A person believing in the wealth attraction mantra will subconsciously practice proper business etiquette because he or she knows what it takes to bring in the money. They don't believe in quick-fix solutions, but always go for the long haul. This should be your mindset about money, too. Don't think about how to actually bring in the money. Think about what you must do in order to let the money come to you. Now let's talk about wealth manifestation through the wealth attraction mantra. All you have to do is to apply these 4 simple steps to manifest money and wealth. 1. Believe. 2. Visualize. 3. Be grateful. 4. Continue your actions. The first step is to truly believe that you can obtain the wealth you want in life. You have to ingrain the thought of wealth in your subconscious. Belief is power for sustaining momentum. You have to think staunchly that you will be able to attain the large amount of wealth that you are longing for. The more you believe in your desire as a done deal and work up your emotions about this being true, the more manifesting becomes easier. Next, you have to visualize your desire to attract your desire. Use your mind to project your future, a mental image of you realizing your goal. Don't get me wrong, it isn't about seeing yourself up on a movie screen. You aren't watching a picture from outside. You are in that movie playing the role you want to play, seeing through your eyes, hearing through your ears, and tasting through your mouth. You visualize yourself getting the results you desire. It's as if your visualization is your only reality. For instance, it is very important for you to actually visualize the amount of wealth you desire. The more precise it is, the better. You have to think that the wealth is already in your bank account and feel the emotions and confidence knowing that you are wealthy. Begin thinking as if you were planning on what to do with the money. The third step is to be grateful. Why grateful? Because by thanking the universe for granting the wealth to you would actually take your belief one step forward. Never underestimate the power of gratitude. Build an attitude of gratitude and think of how happy and grateful you are to have the wealth you desire. Instead of contemplating gratitude for the future, you need to envision it in the present. When the emotions and thoughts correspond with genuine gratitude, you are activating the universal laws that can bring you whatever you want. Moving on, the fourth step of wealth manifestation is to continue your actions. Never give up. Be relentless. Remember that stopping is a sign of weakness. You don't want the universe to understand that your belief is faltering. You want it to know that you will keep up no matter what. Sooner or later, your supreme confidence is going to bring the wealth to your doorstep. Now, let's get to the third step to activate the wealth attraction mantra. One of the most significant applications of the wealth attraction mantra is to balance your inner and outer selves. Your inner self is your consciousness. It is the way you think and behave. It is connected to the energy of the Creator, which is your outer self. You can think of your waking consciousness as an outer self because its function is to focus upon a world which has the appearance of being external. When you apply the wealth attraction mantra, you project your future through your mind, and that begins in your inner self. Your outer self is characterized by your action. The way you act and implement your thought processes is how your outer self functions. The wealth attraction mantra will make amazing things happen once you balance your inner stillness and outer creator. The rest is your call. The most important thing is that you have to take the initiative and act upon it. Put your outer self into action to get the results you want. Don't just use your inner self to think and believe. The combination and balance of both will initiate the wealth attraction mantra, and soon the universe will answer your call. Believe it, practice it, achieve it. Health is wealth. Even if you have $1 million in the bank, it all amounts to nothing if you don't have the health and vitality to use them. Thus, in this module, I'm going to share with you the health attraction mantra to boost your health and longevity so that you have the unlimited physical vibrancy and vitality to enjoy every bit of life. The word health is an important factor today in everybody's life because if we are physically and mentally healthy, we can definitely enjoy a healthy, long life as well. Think of your body as your vehicle. Some people call it the temple, and the body is the only vehicle you have in this one life. So do you want to be in a crappy vehicle that will break down any moment or a high-power, luxurious sports ride? Well, you decide. Good and strong health is not something that is sold at a grocery store, but it is something that we have to create and also maintain at the same time. Did you know that the thing most affected by optimism is physical health? Think mind-body connection. If the brain thinks positively, that energy will radiate into the body as well. This simply explains the importance of optimism in maintaining good health. But the question is, what is the key to unlocking the health attraction mantra? And that is what I'm going to share in this module. To unlock the health attraction mantra, you need to maintain high positive vibrations and a passionate, emotional state about your desires and intentions. This all begins with your beliefs and your thoughts. But before we talk about the ways to unlock the health attraction mantra, let's talk about the positive effects that positive thinking or optimism could have on our health. Remember that you should never underestimate the power of positive thinking. It can transform your mental life, boosting your daily happiness levels and expediting your path to success. The benefits of a more positive outlook can also extend to your physical health in some interesting and surprising ways. Here are some positive effects that the health attraction mantra could have on your health. 1. Increased lifespan. 2. Positive thinking could improve your immunity. 3. Positive thinkers cope better with stress. Living longer is something we can all be happier about. But did you know that a positive outlook could influence more than just your mood? People who are optimistic are more committed to their goals, more successful in achieving their goals, more satisfied with their lives, and have better mental and physical health when compared to the pessimists. Positive thinkers are keener to eat healthy foods, engage in regular exercise, and practice forms of preventative health care. By focusing on the good in life and making it your mission to take a constructive approach to problems, you set yourself up for a happier, longer life. Not just that, positive thinking could also improve your immunity. Your mind can have a powerful effect on your body. Immunity is one area where your thoughts and attitudes can have a particularly powerful influence. Did you also know that optimism doesn't just boost your mood? Positive thinkers who are happier or more optimistic about their dreams and goals have a stronger immune response. They tend to react in healthier ways to stress, helping them to recover more quickly. Fascinating research on the connections between physical and mental health support the initially perplexing claim that positive thinking can boost resistance to disease. In one study, researchers found that people with upbeat attitudes catch fewer colds and flu viruses and show that patients who are diagnosed with potentially terminal illnesses tend to experience more consistent and significant improvements after receiving treatments. The third positive effect that the health attraction mantra could have on your health is that you can cope better with stress. Stress is a major problem for many people. A hectic, stressful job, a chaotic home life, bills to worry about, and bad habits such as unhealthy eating, drinking, and smoking can lead to a mountain of stress. If your life is full of stress like mine once was, then you'll love the positive effect that the health attraction mantra can have on your health. Did you know that positive people tend to handle things better than negative people? They are able to concentrate better on finding solutions instead of being distracted by negative elements. Aside from this, you can also face any stressful situation with an improved focus. This helps you worry less and cope better. Now that you already know the positive effects that the health attraction mantra can have on your health, I'm pretty sure you're excited to know the ways to unlock the health attraction mantra. Without further ado, let's get started. It's pretty simple. All you have to do is follow these 3 simple steps to unlock your health attraction mantra. First, you have to set goals, followed by visualizing those goals being actualized, and then to accept the actualization of those goals as it occurs. Always remember to set goals. Now, you may ask, why is it important to set goals? Because it gives you a sense of direction and it can improve your outlook on life. You need to have clear goals in order to unlock the health attraction mantra. Write down a detailed description of exactly what you want to accomplish. By doing so, it requires you to get a well-defined mental image first. The very process of putting your thoughts into words creates clarity. For instance, cutting down 20 pounds in 3 months. Perhaps you've been trying to lose 20 pounds for years, but have never succeeded. In the past, you've decided to do it multiple times, but you simply never followed through. Using the health attraction mantra can now achieve this goal with much less effort, suffering, and internal struggle. You can start by fixing your focus on the goal, weight loss. Decide that it is something you need to do. Find reasons to support this goal and constantly remind yourself of these reasons. It could be to be healthier, to not be remembered as the fat one, to boost your confidence level, to surpass the limits you thought you had. Once you have truly accepted that this goal is worthy of the struggle it will bring, move into the second phase, the visualization phase. After you are done with setting clear-cut goals, you have to visualize those goals being actualized. With the previous example that I mentioned, which is to cut down 20 pounds in 3 months, all you have to do for this step is to imagine how you will lose that weight. Visualize yourself working hard in the gym and following a strict diet plan that requires sacrifice. These are all important things to see and to realize, and there's no better way to do it than by using the health attraction mantra. Just remember, if you want to attract a slimmer version of yourself into your life, then you will need to fix your mind on that image. If you want your body to look like that of the Victoria's Secret models, all you have to do is imagine yourself having that body and fix your mind on that image. The final step is to accept the actualization of those goals as it occurs. Have you realized that up until now, you have been projecting yourself into this vision that exists in the future? But let's reverse that. Instead of projecting yourself into a future reality, allow yourself to receive that reality in the present tense. Open yourself to the realization of the goal. Visualize how making these changes will improve your life. See yourself in the future after you have slimmed down. Do you feel healthier? Do you feel happier? Do you feel more attractive and self-confident? You might be feeling uneasy, but the final step of the activation of the health attraction mantra involves becoming comfortable with the realization of your goals. And this is precisely what you have to do if you wish to attain your goal and be successful. Hi! In this module, I will talk about the affection attraction mantra. We'll be focusing more on how to manifest affection relationships between you and your loved ones today. And by the way, did you know that we all have the ability to exchange affection? All humans are created with the natural need to give and receive affection. Affection is truly the universal language of this world, and individuals from all different walks of life acknowledge it for what it truly is and comprehend the power that is in it. Take a moment and ask yourself, have you activated your affection attraction mantra? Are you showing enough affection or lack of affection? Are you surrounding yourself with love that brings favorable energy into your life? Well, if your answer is no, you are not alone. In fact, I'm going to share with you the 4 important tips to activate your affection attraction mantra. All you have to do is to connect, communicate, share, and have some self-love. Tip number 1 is to connect. In order to develop as a human, we have to master the artistry of forming connections. It is one of the most important areas of our lives. Without human connection, our lives are simply incomplete. When we are not connecting on a regular basis with others, it can lead to loneliness, isolation, depression, and illness. Not just that, in order to discover and grow, you have to be freed to connect with what you wish and to unplug from what you don't wish. No one may provide you that freedom. It's your right as a human. You don't require anybody's permission to choose which associations are most beneficial for you. It's up to you to accept the initiative to associate with what you wish and to unplug from what you don't wish. By consciously arriving at connections that feel intuitively right to you, you direct yourself into the right spot with the rationale of affection. Tip number 2 is to communicate. Communication is such an important element in life. Think about it. We communicate with other people, with ourselves, and with the universe. There isn't a single area of life where communication doesn't take a major role in how things go. You communicate effectively by first associating with the familiar and then broadening into the unfamiliar. When you meet somebody new, the opening move is to find out your shared concerns, values, and mental attitude. This produces a basic adherence of trust and friendship. Great communicating skills take time to formulate. The more you rehearse, the better you'll become. There are particular methods you may learn, like smiling, sustaining an open posture, and maintaining eye contact. Also, don't forget that the main purpose of communicating is to produce a connection with the other individual. True communicating calls for mutual understanding rooted in affection and faith. Otherwise, you can't share truth with others. Always remember that to communicate advantageously, there must be some bond between talker and listener. One must be willing to share and the other willing to listen. Now ask yourself, when was the last time you shared with someone? I'm sure it's pretty recent, because humans have been sharing for longer than we can remember. If you communicate in any manner, you're in truth researching different facets of yourself. Once you feel a rich sense of sharing with another individual, you're in reality connecting profoundly with a crucial part of yourself. By sharing with other people, you'll discover how to love yourself more totally. Think about your relationship with another individual. Where does it in reality exist? It does not exist anywhere in the outside world. You can't merely point to it and state, "This is our relationship right here." It lives strictly inside your thoughts. Therefore, if you have trouble connecting with individuals on the exterior, it might be because you aren't sharing with yourself on the interior. Once you discover how to feel fondly connected on the interior, you'll discover that it is much simpler to form a bond with other people. The great news is that when you comprehend that all relationships are internal, you will be able to consciously alter how you see them and thereby alter how they go as well. If you feel disconnected with your real self, you can expect your personal relationships to suffer from a disconnect as well. If you wish your relationships to be more loving and accepting, you have to discover how to love and live with more facets of yourself. And the last tip is self-love. I'm sure you've heard it before. If you want to attract love, you have to love yourself first. Makes sense, doesn't it? Yet often people have difficulty in caring for themselves, in receiving love, in believing that they deserve to be happy. Imagine for a moment the amount of energy you expend brooding over the future, ruminating about the past, comparing yourself to others, judging yourself, and worrying about what might happen next. That is a huge amount of energy. Now imagine all of that energy gathered in and returned to you. Underlying our usual patterns of self-preoccupation, stinging self-judgment, and fear is the universal, innate potential for love and awareness. How do you feel? Good? Self-love is a magnet for love. It attracts happiness. The more you love yourself, the more loving people and situations will be attracted to you. Every time you do something kind to yourself, it sends a message to the universe that you feel worthy of kindness. And guess what? More kindness will come to you. The affection attraction mantra picks up your emotions. The more joy and love you feel, the more positive your emotions. Doing things that make yourself happy radiates joy out to the universe, attracting more. Self-love makes you want to take better care of yourself. When matters are tough or you're battling with something, encouragement is a marvelous means of presenting you a boost. Be kind to yourself and love yourself more. As you give yourself more love, you'll enjoy the nurturing things you do for yourself. That makes you feel better and puts the focus more on your well-being. The more you self-nurture, the more loving feelings develop and the better the message you send for the affection attraction mantra to respond to. Hi! In this module, I'm going to show you how to activate overflowing abundance to shower abundance not only onto yourself, but also onto everyone around you. Speaking of abundance, have you ever asked yourself, what is abundance and how can it manifest into my life? If you haven't asked or haven't had the key to force the universe to give you anything you ask for, then you're at the right place. Now, before we talk about abundance, there is something you should know. It's the power of gratitude. You hear the word gratitude so often, but take a moment and ask yourself, when was the last time you actually counted your blessings or acknowledged things that you received and noticed those simple pleasures in life? The majority of us are so busy with our lives that most of the time we are not aware on a continuous basis of how much we have been given. Now, why is it important to be grateful? Because gratitude shifts your focus from the things you lack in life towards the great abundance that is now present. It is the key that unlocks the gateway to abundance. Being thankful and appreciating life and the things life offers you makes us more resilient and even happier. Without further ado, let's talk about the 5 steps to unlock the gateway to abundance. 1. Discover the power of gratitude to unleash unlimited abundance. 2. Getting in the right mindset. 3. List down the things you are grateful for. 4. Gratitude in tough times. 5. How gratitude can change what you attract. Let's talk about the first step to discover the power of gratitude to unleash unlimited abundance. Do you agree that faced with busy schedules and challenging lives, we often forget how fortunate we truly are? Even when things are going well, we forget. We often forget to be grateful, to cultivate an attitude of gratitude. Being grateful should be treated as an important part of the day because appreciation contributes to our genuine happiness. Once you develop an attitude of a sincere gratitude for the entire blessing you receive, this unleashes the power for you to receive even more than you already have. Did you know that a lot of people are trapped in the state of poverty by having a lack of gratitude? Hence, you should never underestimate the power of gratitude. Abundance always goes with gratitude because we can always attract great wealth as well as abundance with the power of gratitude. Have you ever wondered why your life is not really abundant? Why good things don't happen to you? Why you aren't completely happy? Is it because you are living in a life full of complaints like the majority? This is actually one of the main reasons behind your lack of abundance in life. If you always see things negatively, you will never appreciate the good things you possess and the blessings you receive. Ingratitude attracts scarcity. So why not change the way you see things? Start looking at everything in your life as a blessing and as good things to be grateful for. Then your life will become meaningful and you will be happy. When you start looking and focusing your own energy on being truly grateful, you bring real abundance into your life. The more grateful you are with what you have, the more you will attract for which you can be grateful. Gratitude always fits in with abundance. The primary key towards obtaining real abundance in life is through learning to become grateful even if you are living in an ungrateful world. The second step is getting in the right mindset. You may wonder, what right mindset? Getting in the right mindset means finding something to be grateful for in every difficulty. In the face of difficulties and in today's sinking economy, it is really difficult for us to remain appreciative and grateful. However, the great benefits of maintaining appreciation and genuine gratitude in spite of what is going on around you are truly worth looking into. Having the right mindset about being grateful and appreciative can greatly transform your life. You need to get the right mindset in order to unleash unlimited abundance into your life. Each of us has our own blessings in life. Regardless of who you are, where you came from, or what you are going through, you always have blessings in your life that you can be grateful for. The only challenge here is to educate yourself to provide emphasis on gratitude and search for many reasons in order for you to manifest appreciation. Now you may ask, why is it so important to be grateful? Why do we need to cultivate this habit? Because what you choose to train your attention on is what you consciously think about. So get into the right mindset about having a feeling of gratitude towards others and each situation. You will also feel good about yourself. You will have a different perspective about life, and you will view the world as something beautiful. Acknowledging the great power of gratitude is actually one of the most important things today that creates a great effect on one's life. In very tangible ways, it is true that gratitude is the key that opens the gateway to abundance. Next, you have to list the things you are grateful for. When you are facing any challenge in your life and when you are in the face of great adversity, just ask yourself about the good things that you can get from it. Understand how you can benefit from a certain situation. Take some time today, wherever you are and whatever you're doing, to come up with a gratitude list. List everything you are grateful for to help you get through those slightly cloudy or downright stormy days when it's hard to conjure up a pile of thankfulness. You can even be grateful for the littlest things that you probably never pay much attention to. These could be the simple things you can be grateful for even when times are tough. You can feel gratitude for family, whether by blood or the people you've met in your life, that always make you feel at home. Your many significant others who are your true friends, who make life a lot easier to go through, and who love you more than you think you deserve. Good health, if you have it, one of life's greatest pleasures, for any good health at all. So we've covered all the good bits of our life and we're focusing on them. But what about the bad things that happen? Should we be grateful for them as well? Well, yes, if possible. Being grateful for bad things that happen to us isn't saying that what happened should have happened. It's not about lying down like a doormat, ready for the next punch life might throw at us. Being grateful about the bad things that happen is more about learning to live with the life you've had and seeing the good that can spring from anything. When times are tough, or if you are in the midst of despair or emotional mayhem, taking a moment to foster gratitude will create a sense of encouragement and calm when you need it most. It is the last thing you can think of. Learn to count your blessings, not your problems. Believe it or not, gratitude can help you cope with hard times. Always look for something to be grateful for in every bad day you face. If you learn to become more grateful and happy with every situation you are in, you can become happier in your life. Be more grateful for every difficult situation you are in, because in those times you are able to grow. Now let's talk about the fifth step to unleash your unlimited abundance. Gratitude brings you more of what you appreciate. Every time you flood your mind with appreciation or gratitude, you attract more of what you desire. Why? Because you're focusing on the things that you really want in life, and thus you are attracting more of these things into your own life. That is why it is important to keep a gratitude list so you know what to focus on. Take time each day to express your gratitude for all of the good things in your life, and you will soon begin to experience the benefits. Gratitude really matters. It does not only allow you to obtain what you want, but it also leads to positive actions. When one feels gratitude for the kindness shown by a person, one may be more likely to show kindness to the person in return. This is then really helpful in creating good relationships with others. With the many blessings that you can benefit from, appreciation and giving thanks on the things you receive, there is no reason for you not to practice the attitude of gratitude. This will not only attract good things to your life, but to the lives of others as well.